So I need to document 100, 500, or 2,500 hours for my credential as ACC, PCC, or MCC, and I have no idea how to do it. Let me show you how you can document your experience requirements for your ICF credential. My name is Kirsten Dierolf, MCC, and I run an accredited coach training program, SolutionsAcademy.com. So here's how you document your hours. You go to www.coachfederation.org, click ICF Credential, click your path ACC, PCC, or MCC. We'll go to the ACC path here. And then you can find all information necessary under experience requirements. If you click more, it leads you to coachfederation.org/experience-requirements. You can see you are required to document a number of hours, 70% paid and 30% not paid for this year, for the year 2020. Afterwards, when the COVID-19 crisis is over, it'll return to 80% paid, 20% unpaid. What's important to know about paid hours is that any form of bartering will count as paid. So if you exchange coaching for coaching, that'll count as paid hours. These hours have to be counted after your initial coach training. The initial coach training needs to be comprehensive training, which means 30 hours probably and no less. So you can count the hours after your initial 30-hour comprehensive coach training, whether that was accredited by the ICF or not. Okay, so how does the ICF verify the coaching experience? You do not have to upload your coaching experience documentation. That would be difficult due to data privacy regulations. However, the ICF does conduct regular audits to verify the experience. So here's what you need to do. In keeping with the ICF Code of Ethics, you need to collect the information from your clients. You need to collect name, email address, period in which you coach, let's say May 2020 through November 2020, number of hours, 10 hours, paid or unpaid. And in order to keep this documentation in your coaching log, this documentation, you have to ask permission from your clients that you're using for the log to store their data for this purpose. So best to ask everyone when you're coaching them that it's okay for you to store their information and have them sign a little form that you can design very, very simply. What is important here also is when let's say you want to apply for PCC and it's 5 hours, you do have to ask even before GDPR regulation came into effect. So if you had a coaching in 2016, you still have to ask that person whether you can have their name on the coaching log. The advantage is that old customers will be reminded of you and will be reminded of the fact that they had a great coaching experience with you, and may even result in future business for you. Okay, so here you can see the documentation. A client coaching hours is 60 minutes of coaching with a client or 60 minutes of coaching a team. The team cannot have consisted of more than 15 people. If a team consists of 15 people and you coach that team for 1 hour, that doesn't mean you have 15 coaching hours. It means that you have 1 coaching hour. All right. Here you see the definition of paid hours. Payment may be in any amount or barter of goods or services, including coaching in exchange for coaching. A paid hour is also an hour that is done in internal coaching. So if your company, your organization pays you to do coaching, that is paid coaching. And then third-party coaching that meets the definitions below. I'm going to show you this in a second. If you want to document internal coaching, you have to get your organization to write you a letter. In this letter, the organization needs to state your name and contact information of the person who is issuing the letter, a description of the role of that person in the organization, a description of your role, and then a confirmation of the organization's confidentiality policy stating that they cannot provide ICF with the names of the clients that you coached. And then a confirmation of the number of hours coached. This is the same if you are working for a third party. Let's say you are working for a coaching platform or for another provider of coaching. Then this organization can supply you with the same kind of reference letter. The practical thing here is that you do not have to include these hours in your coaching log. So what does the coaching log look like? At the very end of this website, so I'm just scrolling up, you can see where it is. The very end of this website, coachfederation.org, experience-requirements. Scroll. You can see ICF client coaching log template. Click download template now, open it, and you can see the client coaching log. As I described, client name, contact information, individual group coaching, number of people in the group cannot be more than 15 people, start date, end date, paid hours or pro bono hours. And just collect your coaching log. Again, you do not have to upload it to ICF. You just have to have it. The ICF does sample audits, so not everybody will be asked to verify the coach training, the client coaching experience, but individual people will. So have the log ready before you click on that you have the appropriate number of hours in your credential application. So I hope to have helped